On today's Fit to Eat, I'm going to show you how to make a delicious grilled snapper with an herb crust, a veggie relish, and carrot fries. Rebecca Turner will show us how to be more sugar savvy. We traveled to Water Valley, Mississippi to visit the BTC Grocery, and my guest, Rylan Bertucci, fourth generation owner of FEB Distributing, will help me put it all together, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Fit to Eat. I'm your host, Rob Stinson. Today we have Rylan Bertucci, fourth generation owner of FEB Distributing, a family-owned alcohol distribution company headquartered in Gulfport, Mississippi. Rylan, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me, Ron.
Absolutely, man. Rylan and I know each other well. Obviously, restaurant business, beer business, goes hand in hand. So today we're in the cooking business, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
And you know, what we're going to do today is take some of our beautiful fish from the Gulf Coast. So we've got some beautiful red snapper. You all right with that?
Oh, I love red snapper. My favorite fish, so it's perfect.
Either snapper or grouper, probably my two favorites that I love doing. And I was going to say, you know, people out there don't realize, but I know you've lost a lot of weight, and you've done it over the course of how long? About a year?
About
two?
5 months.
About 5 months.
Since April.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So first focus you told me was on your diet, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, I went to my Blue Cross Healthy U, and my doctor put me on high blood pressure medicine. I was 235 pounds, biggest I've ever been in my life, and kind of jolted me a little bit. So I completely rearranged my entire eating habits. Started eating some fresh greens, salad, vegetables, fruits. Basically just cut out all the bad stuff. And so far it's worked.
I tell you what. And
fresh grilled fish.
Right. I mean, look at what we got today.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an herb-crusted red snapper. So we're going to make, first of all, a little mixture where I take in all our fresh herbs, some basil, some parsley.
Nice.
Some oregano. Could be sage or any other, you know, I wanted an aromatic fresh herb.
Sure.
Pepper. Pepper's great on fish. And then a little garlic powder, and the interesting thing, garlic powder has no salt. So that's why we use it so much on the show. And if you would, you know what I'm gonna have you do? All you need to do is just stir that real well.
Okay.
Because what I am going to do, can we get a close-up down on this fish? It is so beautiful. That is fresh red snapper from our Gulf, and we've had a great season. Look at that fish, huh? Isn't that incredible?
That's awesome.
Beautiful grain, nice and fresh, nice red bloodline, and that's how you tell it's fresh. So, obviously, let's move this now because it is a little big. Portion size is probably one of the most important things that people seem to forget.
Absolutely.
So what I do, I don't want to ruin the rest of the fish, but I take and I cut it basically straight across, so there's 2 5-ounce portions of fish.
Awesome.
The perfect amount to eat is that 5-ounce portion. Now, on this, what we do is take this wonderful Dijon mustard, coat it on the fish, get a nice little coating, and obviously we got enough we could do both. But I wanted to get it even on here because that's the glue that's going to hold our seasoning on the fish. So then we'll take it. Yeah, isn't that fun? See?
That's awesome.
New stuff, huh?
Teaching me a lot. I love it.
And then a nice coating. A nice coating of the fresh herbs and pepper. And obviously, not all of that's going to stay on the fish when it cooks.
Right.
Now, probably the easiest way would be just to put this all in the oven, and then you'd probably keep most all of it. I like to pan sear it, though. It gives it such a better flavor.
I agree with you. Pan searing fish is just, it's the way to go.
And now, here's the other trick, all right? Ready for the magic?
Yeah.
The magic is not too much oil.
Okay.
People typically will douse their pan. It's a half a teaspoon, and you notice I'm spreading it out, and the pan is hot. So now all we got to do is move that pan back and forth, turn that temperature down a little bit, And then we're going to very carefully, and like I said, a lot of it will not stay. Put it face down. And now the key
awesome.
is not to move it for the first few minutes.
Okay.
So we've got the heat up high. And why? So it'll kind of seal in all the juices and hopefully sear that coating. Then when we go to turn it, we just have to be very careful with the spatula. But I've been doing this for years, and it's a fun dish because you can do it with anything.
Right.
Chicken, fish, you know, I mean, pork, any type of herb coating.
That's awesome.
Set this back
That's
here
good
for
to know.
right now. Came out looking black. I tell you, you can already get that aroma too, huh?
Absolutely.
So
Smells
anyhow,
great.
so I mean, I think it's fantastic because somebody who is in the business that you're in, which typically is about imbibing beer,
Right.
that's a really tough challenge you had to get on a healthier track, you know?
It is, Rob. It is. You know, the funny thing is, you know, I sell a lot of craft beers, a lot of import beers. I had to kind of put those away. They're a lot more higher in calorie. I still drink one or two at a time, but you know, sticking to the light beers and really watching what I'm
Focusing
eating.
on moderation.
That's
huh?
right. And like you said, portion size is everything. And what I've been telling people, they've been asking me, you know, what have you been doing? What have you been doing? And I tell people is if you just pay attention to what you're eating,
Right.
portion sizes, you're eating the right things, the things that your body needs versus what you want.
Right, I
It
know.
makes a difference.
And we all have bad habits, so the fun part is
course.
changing that. And also, like what we're going to see today, you don't feel you've really like hurt your taste buds when you have lots of different flavors of veggies and vegetables
Sure.
and herbs. And that's where we try to focus on Fit to Eat. So it makes it really kind of fun. And I found in our business, a lot of the healthier dishes now are growing as far as sales.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
That's good to
big
know.
difference, a big difference. So it's nationwide. It
Yeah.
isn't just isolated cases, you know?
Sure.
All right, now, if you're interested in any of the recipes on today's show, visit our webpage at mpbonline.org/fit-to-eat or join our Facebook page at MPB Fit to Eat. Way too much because we're going to have a whole lot of ingredients in the next course. We're going to do a really neat vegetable relish.
Okay.
And what I love about it is it's all flavorful and healthy, but instead of putting a big potato with butter on the plate, you've got something that's really healthy.
Right.
Then we're going to do, you ready for this?
Absolutely.
Carrot fries.
Carrot fries.
Carrot fries, yeah. I mean, they kind of look like French fries the way I cut them. They have some seasoning on them that'll make people think of French fries. But again, obviously, it's kind of eat this, not that.
My
Makes it
mouth's
fun.
watering just thinking of
No,
it.
it makes it fun. All right.
awesome.
Now, here we go. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, guys. Wish us luck.
Ooh, good call.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, that looks good.
Oh, yeah. Man, I tell you what.
You didn't lose a lot of it, like
no,
you said.
No. As long as you let it sear on there. And the nice part now is that the fish will really finish cooking. And I do this one kind of fun trick. This is just water. And by putting it around the edge, all of that herb that's on there will start soaking into the bottom of the fish.
Man, that smells
And
incredible.
yeah, isn't that amazing?
It's awesome.
I can smell that oregano and the basil, boy. I mean, they just hit. And see, at this point, you can actually move the fish around and nothing on there is going to really stick.
Yeah.
So I try and keep it that way. And the main thing, too, snapper's a nice firm fish.
Absolutely.
A lot of people out there, you know, probably have never really seen some of our beautiful fish from this state, and they live here. And to me, that's kind of a shame.
It is a shame.
You know?
Very much so.
I mean, we have the best shrimp, the best seafood, by far the best catfish, oysters.
Incredible.
I mean, honestly, that could be my diet almost all the time.
I
you know?
agree. And that's a lot of the stuff that I've been eating. Fresh fish, fresh grilled shrimp, char grilled oysters. I mean, a lot of people forget that the great seafood that we have is
I know.
so good for you.
I know.
And
Really is. And you know, we're like the largest producer of chicken in the country. And half our product, more than half, almost all of it, goes out of state. So
Very true.
other segments, I've used chicken quite a bit. And I think it's really kind of one of the best meats, and now pork. You know, so trying to get away from some of the red meat, the heavy fatty meats.
Sure.
That's really smelling so good.
That's incredible.
Now, the easiest thing to do on this one, I'm going to turn the heat off because look at that fish. People always ask me, how do you tell when it's done? When you push it and it's firm.
Okay.
Just there. You see how it doesn't really go in at all?
Yeah.
then you know that that fish is really thoroughly cooked, and that one thick section right in the middle where the herbs are cooked the fastest, because it's right in the middle where it hit the pan. So this is really pretty much done. And
That's
I tell
awesome.
you what, that is a delicious. I'm excited about this
I
one.
am too. I can't
I
wait
know.
to try.
Crew, you might not get any of this one. I hate to tell you guys out there. All right, well, look, let us talk now. Registered dietitian Rebecca Turner has some great tips about sugar that'll help you understand how to reduce your calorie intake. So stay with us.
By now, you have probably heard that eating too much sugar is dangerous. And it can be. Eating too much added sugar can affect your waistline and increase the risk for heart disease, diabetes, and much more. The problem is you are not sugar savvy. So to help us all try to make some sense of the sweet stuff, I'm going to ask you 3 true or false questions to test your knowledge at home. Are you ready? So first question, the average American consumes 3 pounds of sugar each week. Is this true or false? It's true. And 3 pounds of sugar each week adds up to 156 pounds a year. That's like another person. That means people are consuming over 300 calories every day just from sugar. Okay, so the next question, true or false? There are 3 types of sugar in our diet. It's false. There are only 2 types of sugar in the American diet. Now, first is added sugars, which include any sugars or sweeteners that are added to foods or beverages during the processing or preparation process. Then you have naturally occurring sugars, which are found in foods like I brought today. You have fresh fruits, which have fructose, and then you have fresh milk, which has lactose. It's good to remember that those who are sensitive to lactose can enjoy all the health benefits dairy has to offer by choosing lactose-free dairy foods. It's real dairy, just minus the lactose. Okay, let's try one more. Cookies, pies, cakes, candies are the major source of added sugar in the American diet. Is that true or false? So here's the sugar shocker. It's false. Are you ready for the reveal? Regular soft drinks, energy drinks, sports drinks, and fruit drinks such as those Fruitades or punches are the largest contributor of added sugar to our diet. You know, we could really turn our health around if we would just rethink our drink and quench our thirst with beverages that health professionals recommend, like calcium-rich milk, good old plain water, and small amounts of 100% fruit juice. We want to keep that to about 6 ounces or less a day. Save the sodas and the sugary beverage as weekly and not a daily treat. You know, a spoonful of sugar may help the medicine go down, but it does not help the waistline. So be sugar savvy about good nutrition for better health. Lean more towards foods with naturally occurring sugars to satisfy your sweet tooth.
Thanks, Rebecca. That's some helpful information. I love it. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
Okay,
do this.
a veggie relish of sorts. It's kind of a warm and cold all in one.
Awesome.
I really like this. This is something really different. We're going to take, and again, now we can go just a little touch of our oil, about a half a teaspoon, no more. And on that, we want to put in our onion. Obviously, hot pan.
Awesome.
I put the garlic on
onions.
top, and the reason I do that is so it doesn't burn, but it'll get in there and have a nice browning.
Okay.
Then we're going to actually brown. These are just soaked black beans.
I love
And I
black
pan
beans.
sear them. Aren't they great?
Yeah, those are incredible.
And then some fresh peas. Now, those are going to wait just a minute so that we get this kind of browning.
All right.
And then I'm going to put you to work again, all right?
Sounds good.
What I'm going to do is actually have you start mixing this when they start getting cooked a little bit more.
Okay.
And we'll have some fun kind of putting all the different colors together on it.
Sounds good.
Nothing like good garlic smell, huh?
It smells incredible.
Ah, I love it. And it's also nice and fresh. Just a little pinch of pepper in there. About a half a teaspoon. Set that over on the side. Then what goes in it, and obviously we're gonna pep it up a little bit.
Right.
This one I can get heavy-handed with. This is crushed red pepper. And it really does have a lot of flavor. All right, so what we're gonna do is just throw a little pinch, because it's spicy. It really is. All right, so now we're looking pretty good, I think. Let's see.
Oh man, that looks good.
Isn't that aroma incredible?
It's incredible.
So again, you know, I mean, I guess this comes back to if you're not going to eat all the fattening food, if you take what some people think is the fun out of their diet, to me, you got to eat with your eyes as well as your taste buds.
Correct.
So I try to focus at every dish that we do, and I do it at home too.
Right.
Looks good. And the same thing for like the healthier food in the restaurant. It's always by far the prettiest, you know?
Absolutely.
I
I couldn't
think
agree
people
more.
want to see that. And if they go out and they feel they're kind of holding back a little bit and they can eat something that looks so wonderful,
Right.
makes you feel
I
good.
mean, it makes the difference.
Yep, it really does. All right, now we can add our peas in. And they don't really take long to cook. And then what we're gonna do to get the flavor going a little more is
Ooh, what is
deglaze.
that?
This is vegetable stock.
Oh man.
It's a pure stock, no salt, no fat.
Really?
So it can take the place where typically in a relish, you'd probably have a lot of oil.
Right.
All right, let's think about this. 1 spoon is 12 grams of fat. 12 grams of fat. I know. Think about that. I know.
crazy.
With the way you used to eat.
Oh, I know.
I mean, is that amazing?
It is. It's absolutely amazing.
Okay, so now if you will grab that bowl
Got it.
and just bring it right over here, what I'm going to do is put all of this in.
All right.
We can get rid of the pan for now. All right, let's bring that right over here,
Okay.
Rylan. And I'm going to take and throw in some fresh parsley, chopped, and some diced tomato. So there's the cold portion. If you'll just stir that thoroughly, I'm going to put just a little pinch of more pepper. I love black pepper.
Me too. Makes a difference.
Isn't it pretty, though, the colors of it?
It is. And what I love about it is, like you said, if you just take the bad things out and you put a little bit of flavor into a bunch of vegetables like this, it makes a
Right.
difference.
It really does, and you don't feel you're suffering.
No,
you know,
not
to
at all.
eat healthy. And to me, it's 1,000 times better than putting something that's fattening on the side of the plate, which is typically what's going to go with fish.
Absolutely.
You know,
I couldn't
perfect.
agree more.
Looks good. All right, so let's hold this on the side because that one is really ready. And where we're going to go, we're going to talk a little bit about our next, which are the carrot fries. I know.
Been looking forward to that one.
And I love carrots, you know, and we've got some beautiful carrots. So we're going to come back, kind of show people how to cut them.
Okay.
And you got to be careful with that. Sometimes it can be, you know, the last thing you want is to draw blood when you're having
Right.
dinner, you know. We are not making finger sandwiches, I promise you. But it's kind of a neat twist, and it makes the plate look pretty. So you've got everything kind of put together. And when we come back, we'll get into that. So let's talk about
Sounds
this.
good.
On today's Down on the Farm segment, we travel to Water Valley, Mississippi to take a look at the BTC Grocery, an old-fashioned market that's been getting some incredible national attention.
I appreciate local, fresh, chemical-free, organic vegetables. And if given the choice, that is what I will use every time.
And that's pretty much the philosophy at the BTC Old Fashioned Grocery Store in Water Valley. Whether it's the products that line the grocery store shelves or the dishes served at the store's cafe. Alexi Van Buren and Chef Dixie Grimes are the owners.
My idea was just to be a small grocery with fresh produce and, you know, things like couscous and quinoa on the shelves, and of course the fresh milk and the local eggs, deli meats and cheeses sliced to order. And Billy Ray's milk is probably my favorite product to sell. He's got a small herd of Jersey cows who live out on the grass over in Tula, Mississippi. Right now we've got a lady bringing us quail eggs, which is pretty cool. We do carry local raw honey. Got from a lady over in Taylor, and pretty soon Mr. Joe will be bringing me lots and lots of local blueberries, and the Sarton Hardware store guy has 300 peach trees, and we sell his peaches. We sell Hal Vaughn's tomatoes. We get Joe Newman's Moon and Stars watermelons.
Melissa Ondrovchik is an organic farmer who sells to the BTC. But today she has set up shop inside the store to sell directly to her own customers as part of a community-supported agriculture program.
I actually sell my vegetables at the beginning of my harvest season, and I use that money then to fund the entire farm for the entire season. And they get a share of everything that I'm growing on the farm. We have a lot of green things that grow in the spring. A lot of kale, lettuce, spinach, arugula, Swiss chard. And then in the summer season, you see a lot of the fruits come out, like melons, tomatoes, eggplants, cucumbers, and squash.
Melissa believes using natural products rather than chemicals is healthier for the farmer, the soil, and the consumer.
I just served a woman here her vegetable box this week. She grabbed a green bean right out of the box and popped it into her mouth. And there's absolutely no harm whatsoever when you do that. If you go to the grocery store, you should probably wash that green bean before you eat it.
And that's exactly what Dixie looks for when cooking for her customers.
I think in today's society, people for convenience or for monetary reasons are choosing to buy things pre-made. And you have a lot of preservatives, you have a lot of high fructose corn syrup. So I have a lot of customers who bring their children here. And if I can give them a healthier option, even if it's the French fry, they know my French fries are cut fresh every day. I want to use fresh vegetables. I try not to use anything that is canned or processed.
I think there's something really special and magical about having something in the store that was picked that morning. It gives you a kind of quality that can't be beat. And it's also a way of fostering community. Water Valley has been incredibly good to both of us.
Yes.
It is an amazing town full of remarkable people, and I'm very proud to live here.
If you want to learn more about the BTC Grocery, you can check them out online at btcgrocery.com. All right, well, carrot fries.
Bring on the carrot fries.
Yeah, and I mean, this one is really simple, but I think it makes it kind of fun. We're going to do kind of the same idea we were doing where we make a mix. So it's onion, garlic, both powders, so there's no salt, and black pepper. That's almost the exact seasoning you would put on French fries.
Okay.
So that's kind of where that comes from. But now let's look, okay? So obviously, and you notice I leave the skin on. Almost all the nutrients are in the skin.
Okay.
So I know some people are funny about that and they're like, oh, I don't know if I want the skin, but man, I hope people can get used to that.
Sure.
So let's take and we'll cut the edges off.
Well, I know this is where I need help. I always cut myself, so.
All right, here's the trick. Slice off that side.
Okay.
And I picked a serrated knife. It's easier so it doesn't slide off.
Gotcha.
So that's probably the trick. Now you turn it sideways, and I'm going to cut this side off, and maybe one more on this side. And that's all I do. Now, cutting it straight down the center, and then make your fries. So long.
It's a neat little trick there.
Yeah, and it works really easily, and really, it makes it simple.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, and it makes it nice and it's simple, but at the same point, it's reminiscent, and I kid around with my kids. All right, I know you got the troop.
Sure.
You got to have the troop that would love French fries, that now you got to tell them you can have carrots and they're just as good.
Right. I've
Talk
been
about
waiting
it.
for that.
How many kids?
So I've got, for those of you that don't know, I got 4 kids, 6 and under.
Woo!
And,
Man.
got a set of Irish twins in the middle there, and my household's never dull. It's crazy.
I bet, huh? I bet. Well, you know what? It's great you're making the health change in your diet now, though.
Absolutely.
Because honestly, if they grow up eating a little bit healthier and they start at a young age, studies prove that it lasts throughout.
Really?
Yeah,
That's good to
really,
know.
really interesting on that. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is just literally stir that seasoning together, that little bit of pepper, garlic, and onion. And I use that seasoning on a lot of different things. It's great just to season fish or shrimp. So where we're going to go with this next is have one plate, spread it out, put our little French fry sticks, as I call my carrots. Come on, little guys! All right, they're getting in a line. We've got probably more than we need, so I'm going to move some of these off to the side. And then just take this and dust them. Easiest just to do it with your hand. I mean, you got to kind of have fun when you're working with
Sure,
food.
absolutely.
That's one of the biggest things. And then I just kind of turn them around, toss them around. They're asking, you know, probably out there, well, why do you do it at the beginning? I like it because we're going to sear them over in the pan, and you really get the flavor into the vegetable when you put the seasoning on at the beginning. If you do it at the end, it works, but then half of that just is in your mouth, and you really don't want that, you know? I mean, it really does.
Well, you gotta have fun with making food. It's like
Man,
selling beer for a living.
Tell
if
me
you're not having
if
fun.
Right, tell me if you had your kids, you probably have You'd have that everywhere in the kitchen, but
Oh,
they'd be having a
absolutely.
riot
They'd be
doing it,
having
man.
a great time.
All right, so we got the pan hot. Now, no oil. All right, and don't forget, listen, I know we're doing a lot. If you're interested in any of the recipes you see today, visit our webpage at mpbonline.org/fit2eat or join our Facebook page at mpb fit2eat. So watch what we're going to do. This is so fast.
It's good
I'm
information.
going to have
people.
you throw these around in the pan, just kind of move them quickly. Okay, that's an easy one. So all you need to do, just kind of do this.
Okay.
And I'm going to have that while I am having fun making our plate look so beautiful over here. And where we're going to go is take our fish, put it right in the center, put our relish to the side
That's awesome.
on both sides, and then our fries, our carrot fries, are going to go right at the top. And I tell you, you know, I like the carrots crunchy. I really don't like them when they aren't, and then we deglaze it with a
I'm the
little
same
water.
exact way, Rob.
There, look at how pretty that is.
That is awesome.
That look good? That's really
That's
all there is to
incredible.
it. I like them crunchy because they taste better that
Right.
way, you know?
That's how I like my carrots too.
So now we're gonna put them right up on the top, on each side of the fish. And you got a beautiful dish. And you know, I gotta tell you, man, I appreciate you coming up here.
Absolutely. Thanks
We
for
have
having
so
me.
much fun. Rylan Bertucci with FEB Distributing, and we do a lot together on the coast.
Yes, sir.
That is absolutely one healthy, wonderful dish. And I'm your chef, Rob Stinson. Eat well.